Virgo, it's your girl Javy. Hi, Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2021. Baby, you get the sun. And clarity is going to come in, I promise. It's happening. The clouds are starting to part. Mars is there giving you a certain kind of gumption. And what came through really heavily for you guys, and you may be annoyed by this, but it's time to clean up. Like, cleaning is really, really important. And there is a shift of an energy in your living space that will happen once you tidy up. Clearing out the clutter will make ways for the energy to flow differently in your house. And so let yourself clean. It will make your mind feel better. And also, I want to say that if cleanliness or the state of your house or the state of your roommate's room or something of that nature is always an issue, then I want you to think on something, because the state of your room is often a reflection of the state of your mind. So, I'll leave you with that. Hydrate. Light it if you got it. Because we're diving in. You all already know Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel like the messages that came through for Leo season are still going to be like really poignant until even halfway through Virgo season. That's something that jumps through. So I feel like there's a lot that transpired in Leo season that's going to be really important for you to process and pivotal in Virgo season. Whoo, all right, we already getting cards. I wasn't even trying to, but Ace of Swords, first card coming out. There is divine information, aha moments, clarity. What did I say? You get the sun, baby. Clarity is gonna come. For daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Mars and Mercury are in your sign. We're going to get through these notes before I start really shuffling. On the 22nd of August, we had the second full moon in Aquarius. And I have a strong feeling like something is coming full circle. So also, I want you to go listen to the song Full Circle by Half Moon Run. Full Circle by Half Moon Run. On the 24th today, Mercury in Virgo is going to be opposing Neptune retrograde in Pisces. And so say what you need to say. The truth is coming out. Truth bombs. On the 24th, this energy activates, but it's going to be coming through and really taking up space for the majority, I feel like, of... You're going to be feeling the ripples of these truth bombs. There may be tension with a Pisces, tension with illusions, or some kind of revelation or revealing of a truth or exposing of truth. On August 29th, Mercury, your ruling planet, hydrate. Mercury will be going into Libra on the 29th of August. And look, my throat acting up isn't funny. Something important needs to be said. Someone may drop a truth bomb or may come at you with some information and you like choke up. You don't know what to say. It's time to really allow yourself to kind of slow down, because Mars in your sign is going to have, Mars and Mercury in your sign are going to have you going 0 to 100 real quick. And so there could be some sort of interactions information, ideas, aha moments, revelations coming in that put the ball in your court, that hand you the power of truth, the sword of truth, and you have the opportunity to make some cuts. I'm not trying to take cards, damn it. 8 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take that 6 of Wands underneath. I'm going to let one final card come out after I finish these notes. On 9/3, September 3rd, Mercury... Actually, okay. Mercury's going to go into Libra, and you want to do it the right way. It's important that you do it the right way, that you're fair, that you're just, verbalizing your justice, verbalizing your boundaries, accepting whatever truth comes in so that you can take the blindfold off and see things for what they really are. Mercury goes into Libra, and you're going to become way more diplomatic and about everything and less of a dictatorship. This season, especially while Mars and Mercury are in your sign, it's going to be imperative. I almost want this to be like, I don't know. It's going to be imperative that you limit your time with your inner critic. And what's coming through is stuff that I feel like frees you up from looping over and over, just vacillating back and forth. Do I stay? Do I go? Should I do this? Should I do that? Do I leap? Do I... there's truths coming out about your family. Hold on. All right. So... all of this, there's a lot of negative self-talk. There's a lot of lethargy. There's a lot of you needing to sleep, you needing to honor the insight and the truth and that your body is telling you. Know the difference between a full body yes and a full body no. Understand that if it's not a fuck yes, it is a no. And that's going to resonate for you all differently. But it's important that you pay attention to the information. If you hear something, don't just make light of it. Don't just sweep shit under the rug. Let's get through these notes. Because I said, beware of over vacillating. Beware of going back and forth. Don't seesaw. Beware, be considerate, but not stuck in considering others, your family. Some of you there may be a family or a friend group or a company or a job or a career choice or something where you may be over considerate and you're needing to prioritize yourself in this situation and in this choice, not keeping yourself here. All of this is funny. It's in the notes, but it's coming out in the cards. On September 3rd, Mercury in Libra is going to trine the North Node in Gemini, and it's big aha moments. Aha moments about how to get something done, ideas about how to get something done, technology, hearing about new apps, new tools, things of that nature. And it's like a life purpose push. I'm telling you, life purpose push. And the cost of it is going to be you cutting ties with your blindness about just giving blindly of yourself and all this martyrdom, this self-sacrificing, this keeping yourself stuck, keeping yourself confused by just not admitting that the people that you're surrounded by, that something may be up. The company that you're working for, something may be up. It's time to be willing to see the truth that's coming out. On September 7th, Mercury in Libra is going to be opposing Chiron in Aries, and there are harsh truths and realizations that are coming in. Y'all, harsh truths and realizations that are coming in. And then on September 22nd, Mercury in Libra is going to be squaring Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. And all I wrote was, shh, be quiet. Tonight is the night that we ride. Okay, let's get into this. Should we go ahead? Let's get the final card. All right, final card Final message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2021, baby. One card, one message, please. One final card, one final message. 3 of Pentacles, Tower on the bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm telling you, in the Tower is Mars. Tower is that Mars energy. Tower and strength underneath. Whatever shitty connections, shitty behavior you've been justifying, whatever foundations, commitments, agreements, contracts that you have aligned yourself with or committed to or agreed to, whatever it is, if it's built on something that is structurally unsound, it is going to crumble. If your relationship is built on potential, if you're excusing away really awful behavior because what someone's been through, or they've had a hard day, or things are really tough, ma'am, if you are in situations where you're staying somewhere because you're afraid to move forward, or you're afraid to take a risk on yourself, or you're afraid to invest the money even though you have it, and you're afraid to follow your heart, whatever it is, you have the choice to be the victim or the victor. Are you going to change your life, or are you going to make the universe force your hand? It's time to get in action. There is an opportunity for self-mastery that's coming in, and it's coming by way of conversation, by way of information that is being announced, by way of legal statements, verdicts, and just divine downloads. You finally understanding, you finally getting it, and it puts you, whatever it is, it puts you in a position where you are breaking yourself free. Because the worst thing about this 8 of Swords is that with very little effort, she could get herself out of this situation, and then you would realize that you're not impaled. Nothing is actually stabbing you or wounding you. You are keeping yourself boxed in by way of your mindset, by way of your thinking, by way of your level of thought, level of optimism, level of and the level of life that you speak into your world, into your experience. There may be a big or an important conversation that happens with somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements. There may be information that's coming in about the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that is going to really take the blindfold off to your situation with them. For some of you, there is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that is to be cut off. For others of you, though, you have been sleeping on the potential relationship with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could have either of those placements. Or you're not seeing your family clear enough, not seeing the reality of what's going on with your family, friends, community. Jupiter and Saturn are currently retrograde in Aquarius right now, and there is some form of the blindfold is getting ripped off. But Uranus just went retrograde as well in Taurus. So the blows aren't going to be as bad. Be really careful about what you invest your money in. I like the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles, but it's a downgrade. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, be really cautious about how you spend your money, especially during this season, because you could find yourself the money Saturn is retrograde right now, so money is slowing down, business is slowing down. Don't be afraid of that. I feel like some of you have been very responsible. There could be sudden things that are coming in, upheavals, sudden changes that are unexpected, but Uranus is retrograde, so it's not going to hit as hard. It's not going to be as bad. So be careful about, make sure that you behave at work. that you're not putting yourself in a position to take a pay cut or to be demoted or something of that nature. You may find yourself distancing from family or family distancing from you. The people, and it doesn't have to be your blood family, it could be people that you considered friends. You may be going solo for a while. Or in that willingness to go solo, for some of you, this is getting out of a marriage or like a long-term relationship. It's just got to come out. You just don't have the language for it. You may not be willing in a position where you're willing to acknowledge how unhappy you are or how unhealthy things really are. Some of you, I feel like you've been raised to really believe about the aesthetic and believe how, or care about what other people think, care about how things look, care about how it looks from the outside. And so there's kind of a shedding coming to that, where you are really just ready to get real versus maintain this facade or veneer of a life or a job or a commitment or whatever it is. So some of you, I feel like you're walking away from something, or there's a harsh conversation that happens, or some sort of information that comes in, or a knowing that comes in, and whatever this ending is, it's going to help you break the way that you think. It's going to help you break unhealthy cycles of thought. And when unhealthy cycles of thought are shifted, it's going to put you in a position where you can speak more positively, think more optimistically, and really get out of this loop, the self-deprecating loop of the mind, or this really critical, high standard that you may have for yourself. This is going to be an interesting plunge. Y'all going to want to drop into Patreon and get the rest of this video, because I can tell this is deep. There's some Ten of Pentacles at the center of the reading. There are some deep-rooted family issues that are going on. This may be in Virgo, highlights the mother-daughter relationship, highlights virginhood. So there should be this, there may be some realizations or things that you didn't, it's like the blindfold comes off, or there's an opportunity for you to really see the truth about something, someone in your family, someone in your community or friend group or at work. And it puts you in a position to see the truth and shift, adjust, pivot, or some of you want to leave. Some of you, this creates distance, taking a step back, going from the 10 to the 9. Some of you take a step back from family, take a step back from friends, from community, from this job. And you taking a step back, or you taking some time off to yourself to really invest in yourself, to really remind yourself of how worthy you are. Virgos make the motherfucking world go round. Don't get it twisted. You out here doing it. Thank you for your service. Thank you for always saying yes, for always. And if no one is telling you thank you, let me be the one to tell you. We couldn't do all that we're doing without your critical eye, and how much you help nurture and guide and really provide a standard. And there are a lot of great like Virgoan role models out there, and people that want to be like you, but you also have to, like, you want to be like, you got to need to be like you, and you got to find a certain level. And that's what happened in Leo season, was there is a lot of light shown on our heart, on our truth, on our authenticity, so we can start moving and operating in a more heartfelt, authentic, refined way. And so let that Leo light really start to, let it continue to shine in your life, so that you can tap into, like, ask yourself, what am I not seeing clearly? What feels foggy? What feels restricted? What information do I feel like I don't have access to? Is someone hiding something from me? Am I willing to accept the reality of this situation? Am I really appreciative of how I'm being treated within this family dynamic, within this group dynamic or work dynamic? Is there something that I could be doing? Some of y'all could be making a fuck ton more money working for your fucking self. You just have to get to a point where you believe in yourself, you invest in yourself, you can self-motivate, and you can be really organized, which you already have the tools. It's like everything that you're doing for this company, start doing it for yourself, babe. Start doing it more independently. Start putting yourself in a position where you don't have to answer to people, because that could be what it is. Some of you may be like keeping yourself blind to the fact that there's something wrong with the system, or there's something wrong with the technology, or there's something wrong with the information that's being provided, or you just may feel like this may be some kind of conspiracy shit that I'm tapping into as well. And some of you may be like, I need to separate myself from this system, from this institution, from this community, or this marriage, or this family for a while. And when you give yourself this clarity, that when you give yourself this time, that's when the Ace of Swords can't really take heed, can't really settle into your body until you're here, until you're not surrounded by everything, until you're in a place of stillness and gratitude. And that's when this logic really starts to like settle into your body. And once you get into that logical, self-worth oriented, confident place, that's when you start to choose better people to collaborate with. That's when the new tribe comes in. That's when the new family, chosen family, good friends start to come in. That's when people start to reach out and seek you out for your skill set, seek you out for your talents, for your gifts. And it's like, for some of you, you may be thinking that this is a dry season, but it's like your harvest is really like the real harvest. You may be at the end, like there is an end of a cycle in the realm of your finances, in the realm of your health, in the realm of a relationship or interaction with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And there may be someone with Aries or Scorpio placements that suddenly comes in that really shakes shit up for you, or that exposes some weakness of some sort. And it's up to you to start realizing these flaws or weaknesses aren't flaws or weaknesses. They're actually untapped power sources within you that it's your responsibility to find balance with, because that's how you get to the Chariot. That light and that dark Sphinx are what help. The balance of them is what helps propel you forward. Buckle up, baby. Because this is all about you, your vision getting rerouted. It's time to look in a different direction. It's time to think, feel, speak in a different, more elevated, eloquent, graceful way. There are boundaries that need to be reinforced, and you may not feel strong enough to enforce them, but you need to be willing to be still enough to find the language and let the language come to you so you can start to articulate your boundaries, and so that you don't blow up and then look like you don't have your shit together, you know what I mean? Which is the opposite of anything that you want to do. It's like you can avoid the explosion of your feelings in your heart and all of your shit all in the street. You can avoid that explosion by honoring when you get that first nudge. Hey, something's off. Hey, I need to address this. Hey, I'm looping in my mind about this. Hey, I can't resolve this. I need to really like find some language or articulate. Address it when it first hits, not when it's time to explode and it's outside of your power. Pay attention to what you're holding on to, the outdated mindsets and thought processes and outdated beliefs that need to be shed. Put them down so you can grab hold of this. It's time. I love you. Hey Virgo, let's get into it. I want to start by clarifying the Ace of Swords for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2021. I also, while I was setting this up, I noticed that there are no major arcana that's out, so the details are really going to matter. The devil is all up in the details, and when I say that, I mean your power, your vitality, your awareness, your freedom is all up in the details. And it's important for you to tap in and listen, see the ways that you're holding yourself back so that you can provide a strong foundation for you, your family, and your wallet. I'm just going to put you in a position to do what you want to do when you want to do it and collaborate with new kind of people and be sought after for all of this hard work and information that you've put in the work to acquire. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. What is and this Ace of Swords is going to manifest differently for all of you. Please show us, how is the Ace of Swords going to be manifesting? What is that going to look like? Page of Wands reverse and the Five of Pentacles reverse. Some of you, this is about leaving a job. For some of you, you want to quit. For some of you, you want to work for yourself. For some of you, there's information coming in about the ways that you've been stifling your energy, or your creativity has been stifled. You aren't able, some of you, you're in a relationship where you can't be yourself. You're in a relationship where you get shit for every time you try to do something on your own or something new, or going out with, like, every time you try to establish a new foundation or a new relationship with yourself, you get shit for it. And this could be family too. So there's some of you that, and I often associate this card with Virgo, and I hate that. But it's like some of y'all devote yourself to the most broken ass people. And you always end up taking the brunt of the storm and doing all of the work and doing all of the heavy lifting and shielding and blocking, trying to like take care of this person because it's like, I'm stuck with broken, I'm stuck with stupid. For some of you, I do feel like there is, okay, and I just got reprimanded, I'm sorry. Some of you, I feel like there's information coming in about maybe somebody disabled or a child that is disabled that, or you're forming a relationship with a child that's disabled. Really having to hear some information about the black sheep of the family, or there's someone, like some way that I feel like there's some information coming out that's going to take you out of like trauma bonding or out of unhealthy situations. There could be just relationships that you're not seeing clearly, people mistreating your children, people mistreating the information or like the sensitivity of something. Yeah, I feel like there's this, it's like, you guys may be in a position where you're not where you thought you would be by now. Or there's a very specific vision of your life that you're trying to manifest into your physical reality, but people keep tugging on you, and all these people expect all of these things for you, and you are able to make that jump from here to here because there's some toxic relationships or agreements or communities that you are in, and it's like these people don't even, it's like you can be with these people but you still feel alone, or you're feeling left out, or you can't move the way that you want to move or do the things that you want to do, and it's really stressing you. And there is an end of a chapter in the realm of your mind and the way that you think about this and the way that you articulate this, because the Ace of Swords is out and it's saying it's going to cut through. There's information that's cutting through, knowledge that's going to cut through and help you remove this blindfold. Please clarify the Eight of Swords. What is Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising not seeing clearly about themselves? I can definitely say it's your personal power. You're not seeing how much power you have. just how capable you are. Ooh. Damn, another card with a blindfold? Okay, some of you aren't being honest about somebody that may be mean or abusive, or just like you can't read them, or their just delivery is always so harsh. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements. Look at all these fucking swords, yo. Like, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements that you need to be honest about. Stop going back and forth. Make the decision. If you have been going back and forth about this person over and over, the information, the divine is over it. And the information is going to come in that even, and this doesn't have to be negative. It could just be like, hey, you're going back and forth here. The insight and the clarity is coming in that's going to put you in a position where you're no longer unsure or uncertain about whatever you're stuck on. Some of you are stuck on someone, stuck on something someone said. And the insight of like how like really shitty they are is coming up. It will be revealed to you, and it'll help you move on and create a new kind of stability for yourself. Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, shit. I'm not taking all that. Not taking all that, but I will take these. For some of you, there's somebody with Libra placements that is triggering you so that you can move forward. Or there may be a verdict that comes out, like the end of a legal situation, and it puts you in a position to finally get out of your comfort zone, pursue something creative, or pursue something spiritual or emotional that you're feeling really drawn to, but you just can't see the pathway right now. But the Ten of Pentacles may be putting you in position, your family, your community, this new chapter in your health. It may be more comprehensive health. It's like not just physical health, but spiritual, creative, emotional, sexual health is coming in, and you're really embodying that. And once you really embody that, it's going to bring in different kinds of friends and different kinds of opportunity into your life. There's definitely someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, actually, what's the ultimate advice for if they're dealing with someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements? Please give us if Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising is dealing or having some sort of hardship with someone with Gemini, Libra. How petty they are, and their true emotions, their true colors are going to be brought to light. There are things that you learned in Leo season that you need to bring over, articulate, and put into practice in Virgo season. A metamorphosis. I feel like those relationships may be over. And whenever, instead of arguing or being petty, allow yourself to really take the high road. That way you can get back to tapping into and creating some childlike joy and wonder. I do feel like that person, some of y'all, there may be like someone had a baby on you, or there's insight coming in about information with someone that you had a child with. And it just puts you in a position where you're like, okay, now I know that. Some of you, it puts you in a position to pursue something legally. Maybe getting some money that you owed. If there's money that's owed to you, you should pursue it. No more being fucking nice. Let's see. Please clarify the moon. Maybe somebody with Pisces Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements that I feel like the relationship with the Pisces is really, either for some of you it's over, or it's really evolving. There may be some profound changes that you're not seeing clearly. What's coming up is like it feels like, I want to call this like through the looking glass, where it's just very things coming to light, things being revealed. Things haven't been as they seem, and you've been holding yourself back in very specific ways, and the divine is saying no more. It's time to really dive in and evolve and let whatever needs to crumble, let whatever needs to change, so you can really get back to this very grounded, like your ultimate form. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There's something about doing it your way. Striking, yeah, freedom. Some of you, there may be an end of a relationship with someone with Capricorn or Aquarius placements. Some of you, you're getting out of a very controlling relationship or a job that dominates your life. For some of you, there is, there may be kind of a blow up in regards to your sex life with someone. There's definitely some healing or some freedom from some sexual issues, or healing from, maybe there was a predator that you've had to heal from or something of that nature. I do feel like there's freedom from, if you had a toxic Aries or Taurus in your life, there's freedom coming there. And some of you, there could be pregnancy that comes in. If you don't want a baby, be really, really safe. Don't have any kind of unprotected sex, or do what you got to do to be smart, because focusing on your physical body is something that will absolutely, focus on healing your physical body is something that will usher in a huge turning point in your life and grand fortune, grand change, very amazing happiness. Some of you, there's an unexpected pregnancy or unexpected business, like you stumble into like, damn, I can do this for myself. And you need to start laying a structurally sound foundation. Let whatever needs to end, let whatever needs to crumble, so that you can acquire this freedom, really solidify this self-mastery, which is going to level you up and bring in new people. Any messages for the Three of Pentacles? It's really going to level you up. Radical changes of minds. There's going to be some new foundations and collaborations that are made by way of like argument or debate, or you really being able to like speak your boundaries, you being able to move without raising your voice, you being able to command a room, you being able to really take the blindfold off, baby, because once you do, you finally get to focus, mind your business, and build the life that you are meant to have. 1 + 1 makes 2. Get your shit whole and reverent so that you can draw in and collaborate with like-minded individuals. I love you. You got this.